have to be honest. I'm laughing because we started this whole situation and I realized that I forgot to press record and we wasn't recording anything. But we're gonna do it again because this is what we do. We're good at this. So, welcome to another episode of Sweet Papayón, where we stay sweet, baby. And I'm so excited about my amazing, beautiful, super talented guest today. She is, I would say, like a client turned friend. She's a musician, she's a cosplayer, she's a mompreneur, and a badass all together. So it's my pleasure to introduce you to the Gata Negrra.
Hey.
Now when I become a millionaire from this, I'm gonna have the little machine that does the clapping, so I don't gotta clap.
The applause machine.
Yes. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. I have you here. Okay, can I get better than this? I mean, no, wait. Our mantra is, and it gets way better than
It's
this.
way better than this.
But now it's great. But now it's amazingly great. So, Gata, can you please tell everybody that don't know who you are, who are you, and what do you do?
Hi, I'm the Gata Negrra. I am an alternative hip hop artist in a niche genre called kawaii hop, which means cute hip hop, basically. I've been doing this for a couple years now. I cosplay along with my husband. We have a duo called The Pair. We're beginning streaming again soon, so we have our little kind of streaming show going on.
That's great. In which platform?
Twitch. We do it on Twitch, just to get started. We sometimes upload the videos to my YouTube, so you know how that works.
Yes, yes. Yes, but I love it. Okay, so Gata, can you explain for those people that have no idea what cosplaying is? What is cosplaying?
Cosplay is a portmanteau of the words costume and play, just kind of smushed together. And basically, you're dressing up as a character, usually a character from a series or TV show, anything in pop culture, you can dress up as. And sometimes people do it for fun. They go to the cons, they wear like, I don't know, maybe they want to be like Spock or something, but a lot of people like to dress up as anime and manga characters. Or there are people who do it professionally. They dress up for a living and, get paid. And get paid for the construction of their stuff.
We are that advanced, huh?
I've seen it. It's great.
Oh my God. So how long have you been doing this?
Before I knew cosplay was even a word. So
you're a veteran.
Just dressing up for no reason whatsoever. It's Monday. I'm putting on a costume.
How does it feel to be a Black woman? With all the stereotypes that we already have to deal with. And on top of that, have the bravery to say, listen, this is who I am. I like my, scandalous wigs, and my name is Gata now, and I'm going to put makeup and I'm going to dress up as, how does it feel? And have you been judged for it?
It's liberating. I mean, unconsciously, ever since I was a kid, I've just always been doing me and catching flack for it. I was bullied in school, most of my life. My neighbors, they just didn't get me. I just, and there were people who were watching me and going, you just don't give a fuck, do you? You're just doing you. You're just like, you don't care what nobody says. And I was like, and you taught me to be myself, and I'm like, I did all of that, okay.
Did I?
You taught me to not be afraid to be myself. And you do get judged. It is tough, but you get over it. If you really believe in who you are, if you embrace who you are, like I said, Nyan Vida, Meow life, basically. Japanese is Nyan. It's embracing who you are, fully, fearlessly, living your life, living your truth. That's what you do, and that's how I feel about things. You should always just do what you want, Don't worry about what other people think. You know, feel who you are. If you want to like, wear makeup and go outside for no apparent reason, just do it. You'll feel
I love it. I love
that's
it.
you do it.
Yes, Gata, can you tell us about your music? Can you let us know also where we can find your music? What type of, explain a little bit more deeper on the genre and what you do, where you perform and stuff like that?
Yeah, kawaii hop, which is my niche genre, is an offshoot of hip hop. Kawaii is the Japanese word for cute. Um, I kind of came up with this genre on my own, so I'm kind of a vanguard in that thing. But I guess it could be tied in also into nerdcore, which is another fringe hip hop thing. It employs like people just talking about their nerdy passions, or it might be, words that people might not use frequently, people stuff that anybody would otherwise not rhyme about. It probably falls into nerdcore. I'm on Spotify. Everyone uses Spotify. But I'm on every digital platform you can possibly find. 2 albums, couple singles, just doing a thing.
I love it. I love it. And where do you normally perform?
I usually perform at cons. I like depending. I think the next con I'll be at is MCon in Long Island, New York. That's next month. The 22nd to the 23rd, I believe. It's a small library con, but it's a big library con at the same time. Sometimes I'll be at larger cons, but sometimes I do virtual shows online,
Awesome.
sometimes on Twitch, so yeah.
Awesome. 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 That's great. That is great, Gata. Okay, so um okay, let's start getting into the spicy stuff.
Uh-oh.
So meow, meow, meow. So okay, let me start a little light. Let me start a little light with you. Let me don't do the most.
It wouldn't be you if you didn't do the most, Madre. Come on now.
Oh, that is true. That is a truth. That's very truthful. So my love and my darling, um, how does cosplaying helps with your self-esteem, with your image? Like, how do, because some people might say, oh, she uses costume because she doesn't like herself, or she's trying to hide something. Does that apply or not?
No, I mean, it is fun to get outside of yourself and be look different for a while. You can just you get kind of a I don't know, a thrill from just being looking different all the time. You know, it does boost your confidence. You feel good about yourself. People are looking, whether good they're talking about you, okay? And you think you look great, you do what works for you. There's nothing wrong with it. You feel confident, you feel beautiful, and that's important when you're a woman, especially if you are a Black woman or a woman of color. You must feel beautiful in the face of
Yeah.
all this adversity.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So how does, it's about to get spicier. So how does cosplaying enhance or not your sex life?
um this is a good question. I find that when I come home after a con, after we've been in our stuff all day and taking pictures and stuff like that, the husband really does. He loves when I get dressed up. He's always like, I guess because he met me when I was sort of dressed up long, 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 long time ago. I was wearing a veil. And he was just like, okay, I'm creeped out, but turned on at the same time. So,
I love it. I
so
love it.
whenever I get ready, he watches me get ready. He helps me get ready. He'll put on a lot of the accessories and all that stuff. But I know that once we come home from wherever we're at, I'm in trouble.
Good trouble.
Good trouble.
It's good trouble. Okay, 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 okay. That's great. How
Good
does it feel to
trouble.
have a partner that's down like Loretta Brown, with you, with everything, that you guys are like at the same frequency, and you don't have to explain your weirdness to that
Exactly.
person. How does it
Because
feel?
he's weird too. That's why we don't have to explain it. And he's often said to me, "I'm so glad that we're together because thank you for being with me because you allow me to be who I am. You're not trying to change me." And I said, "Why would I? I love you as you are." He's into all kinds of stuff, nerdy stuff too, and he appreciates that I embrace that with him because that wasn't always the case with him.
Yeah.
So, and it's great because we kind of know what each other's. It doesn't help that we're both kind of intuitive to each other's, thing,
Hmm.
like on the, like you said, the same frequency. We'd be thinking the same thing at the same time, and it was like, get out of
Wow.
my head, that kind of thing. So it's awesome having somebody who supports you and you support them right back. It's a mutual flow thing, and it's wonderful.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I love to hear it because baby, yes to black love. So black nerdy love.
Black nerdy love.
Love it. I love it. So, it would not be a podcast with me if I don't ask about some sort of spirituality. So, do you subscribe to any type spirituality? How has spirituality helped you with your confidence, with your life in general? Um, can you share that with us?
Okay, so I started out in Wicca when I was a teenager. Um, I've since evolved. think I'm a little bit more eclectic now, even though I'm like have hoodoo leanings, because that's obviously part of our heritage. But it has helped me to focus, on what I really want, how to line up everything just so, so that the thing comes out the way you need it to come out, or at least is in the direction of the way. It taught me patience because
Important.
stuff doesn't happen right away. And it also helps you to fine tune the fact that you have to really be confident and assured that what you are doing is working, not that it's gonna work, that it's working.
Yeah, the
Because
confidence is that, it's like, I call it, the law of assumption, where you already
Mhm,
live through the end. Like, it's
exactly.
already here. I might not see it on the 3D, but I know for sure it's already here. And
Right, the whole wish fulfilled, it's mine.
yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, yes.
exactly.
The feeling of the wish fulfilled. Yes,
Mhm,
girl. Look at
mhm.
you.
You gotta feel it, man. That's like that's the part that people miss. They don't. You're supposed to see it as it's finished, not happening. It's done. It's
Yes,
yours. You embrace
yes.
it already, and you just kind of align yourself with it. It's already there. You know, it's not easy, but it sounds easy.
I know. I forgot to ask you. I was if okay, next time, because this is not going to be the only time that you're going to come to my podcast at all. But next time you're gonna put together a whole show because we need to see you perform.
Oh no. Okay, gladly.
We need to see you perform one of your songs and stuff like that. The good thing. Okay, so do you write all your songs? Everything you have is original. Is yours?
Pretty much. I write all the lyrics. I come up with how I'm gonna deliver things. First and second albums, my brother produced both albums. He did the music. My dad had hands in like on the first album, he definitely had a hand in like a lot of the songs. That's why the album came into being because it was based off of four things that I was helping and some dance project he was doing. I kind of like helped out with that, and then we just ended up with these songs doing nothing. So we decided to put them on an album. But lyrically, it's me.
Okay.
I write anything that I say I've written. No
Have
one's
you
writing.
have you been a ghostwriter for any other artists?
I actually, if you want, technically I have. I've done like work for hire, I have yet to like I've had somebody perform something that I've written, but I've been behind some stuff that people don't know about yet.
Mm.
It's supposed to come
Okay,
to
so let's
life.
keep it like that.
Yeah,
Let's keep it like that. So,
long
Gata,
as
you are a mom.
hmm
How many children do you have?
uh, three, three
Three
kids.
children. How is it to be a mom of three and still creating art, creating music, creating through self-expression?
Um, it's great because you get built-in feedback on what you're doing. I'm fortunate in that my kids accept what I'm doing. They accept me as I am. They're not like, "Mom, you're embarrassing me." No, they love it. Because they're a part of it too. We're a whole nerdy ass family.
I love it.
Um, yeah, my daughter, my youngest, is an artist. She's learning to animate. She does all these great drawings. She's just gotten better, like light speed, leaps and bounds.
Wow.
Um, my eldest, my eldest is what's he doing? He's going to be a museum host at the Newark Museum of Art. He's a part of a writers cohort, which involves some journalism. And my next eldest is also an artist. He likes to draw as well. So he paints and he's just,
So it's a family of artists.
yes,
It's
yeah.
a family of artists. I'm pretty sure they are extremely fortunate to have you as their mom because who's gonna put up with all that creativity if
Oh
it's
my
not a
God.
mom that's open-minded?
Don't get me started on the youngest taking our socks and our gloves and making things out of them without telling us. And we're wondering where our socks and gloves are. And oh, it's a puppet now. Okay.
Oh my goodness, I can only imagine. Okay, so how do we handle mom life, being a mom and being a woman to your
um
husband?
oh, well, very carefully, very gingerly, let's just say that. Because we have to find time for ourselves. we'll do
Yes.
date we'll do day night. We'll go out, or we'll do date at home. It'd be like, okay, look, don't bother us, we're going to be in here watching, binging something,
Whatever, just don't bother us.
don't bother us. Unless the house is burning down, don't bother us. So
I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay, so Gata, do you have a sexual fantasy that you haven't fulfilled yet?
you know what? Let me think. I think I
You can
have
plead the
at least
fifth.
one. At least one. At
You-
least one. At least one. He knows what it is.
okay, so he better get on it. Get on it, husband. Get on.
He knows what it is.
Okay,
It's weird, but whatever.
it's yours. It's your fantasy, and hopefully you can fulfill that fantasy really, really soon.
Hmm.
Really soon, because we are all about becoming complete. Just in
Yes.
all aspects, spiritually, sexually, financially, and everything you can think of. So anything you would do over from your life?
Um, Honestly, there are a few things that I would probably change. But for the most part, if it meant it wouldn't alter where I've ended up and who I've ended up with, and how fulfilling it is. Yeah, there are a few things. I probably would have
So
grown up more confident.
yeah,
Yeah, with the right people around me, with the right support systems around me, I probably would have, gone even further. You
yeah,
know, but that's
yeah.
probably the only thing I would change, is just to have more support and more belief in what I'm doing.
I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay, so what is your take on relationships? So, is there any age difference between you and your husband?
Yeah, about 3 or 4 years, maybe.
Who's the oldest?
I am.
Oh. So you're taking that good pure collagen, baby.
Yeah, I'm the older
That
one in the
pure
relationship.
collagen. So
Collagen, hyaluronic acid. You know, girl.
So, what's your take on couples with age difference? What's your take on dating people with age difference, and what's your limit?
Okay. Well, I think it's like if you really feel something for a person, you know, I think that like within maybe 4 years, depending on where you are in your age spectrum, it's okay. There's extreme May December romances, and you're just like, whoa, how did that happen? I mean, I guess those can work too. But personally, I wouldn't go more than 10 years outside of, my age group, so to speak,
Okay,
You know.
that's where you draw the line. That's where you're
Yeah.
comfortable.
I mean, the
Okay,
most I've gone was probably about 5, 6 years. Yeah. Which is a long time ago. But no, I wouldn't go too far ahead or down, so to speak.
okay. So, Gata, can you tell us a little bit about the process, the hair processes, and does that comes off every night when you're ready to do the nasty and delicious,
Yes,
or
it does.
or that is part of the nasty and delicious pulling an action?
Okay, so before I was wearing extensions, so of course they went to bed with me. But um, when you're wearing a wig, it's kind of like different. You know,
Yes, yes.
it's helpful to have somebody who loves you in and out of the regalia.
Mm,
you
yes. Oh,
know,
I love that word.
loves the regalia, but doesn't need the regalia. And I could be looking like a basic. Well, I don't do basic bitch that well, but I could be looking like a
Hello,
basic.
tell them
I don't know. I'm not
anything
good at
but
basic
basic.
bitch, but he doesn't care. He still loves me as I am. He still says I'm beautiful. You know,
Oh,
so and he just like, you're so pretty, you're so pretty, you're so beautiful. Just showers me with it. You
oh,
know.
that's beautiful. So, you reserve, let's say you reserve your intimate looks, right? Without the whole shebang for your partner,
Hmm.
we could say. And then all of the rest of us get this rumbunctious,
You
scrumptious gata.
you get like you get me amplified. You're always gonna
Mm.
get me. It's not like a separate persona per se. It's
I wanted
just
to ask you that. Is it an alter ego when it comes to gata, or this is all you?
this is it's me. It's more of me when I'm on stage or in person, like meeting people and stuff. It's more of me. I mean, I tend to be a bit reserved as it is, but like I'm on stage and it's different.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's that August Virgo thing.
Oh, oh, now
Yeah.
that we're talking about zodiac signs, I have an astrologer invited in a few episodes. I'm gonna be recording with her, and she's going to be breaking down the science of astrology and sex, sex drive for different zodiac signs, and sex
Right.
experiences for different zodiac signs. So everybody, stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, share because it helps. This
Mhm.
is beautiful black women, a female, it's a female podcast. Literally, most of the guests I've had so far is all females.
Mhm.
Um,
Big goddess energy.
big pussy energy.
Big
That's
pussy
that's what we
energy.
all
Sweet
about.
papillon energy.
Papayón energy. We over here, so Gata, what would be your advice for those women that struggle? Because okay, you struggle for a little while with weight,
Yes, I did.
but you owned it though. Because even though I met you before your surgery and all of that, and you owned it. So how could you help, or what would you advise to women that are struggling with their embracing their bodies, with body positivity and that type of stuff?
I mean, you have your good days and you have your bad days. Um, it's just you have to kind of work through. whatever insecurities you might have about, like, hey, I got this fupa, or, my arms are big, those are the things I struggle with the most. You just have to find the right outfits, that helps a lot. The right look for you, something that flatters you, and something that you look good in, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
helps greatly. Um, it's interesting because people would say to me, I wish I had your confidence, and I'm going, okay. Not really feeling like it, but obviously it's being exuded. I'm obviously coming off confident. A lot of, what is it, faith it till you make it. You have to
Yes,
do that
faith it.
too.
Like, my thing is, I said, don't fake it. Faith. Have the faith that you will get whatever you want to get. Just
Hmm.
have faith, you know? But I saw your journey, and like I said, I met you before your surgery, and you own all of it. Like, literally. You just boom, nobody could tell you shit. And then and then you get your surgery, and you start reducing, reducing, reducing. By the way, what type of surgery you got, so people know what we're talking
I
about?
had I had a gastric sleeve.
Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
And
They
how was
removed
that? How was that
stomach size.
process for
Hmm.
you?
That
How was
was
that process?
Well, they had me go through a program for 6 months on the education on, you came in, you got weighed, you got uh told about what you were going to eat, how much you were going to end up eating. And a lot of people were scared about that. I wasn't, because I didn't get there by eating. So I wasn't mad. Um
Hmm.
it was interesting from the beginning to the end. I went in, uh, the surgery was over pretty quickly. I healed pretty quickly. I thought I was going to be in a lot of pain, but I wasn't.
Hmm.
And then it was just a lot of liquids at first, and then softer food like a month later. And then you gradually work your way up to solids, you know. And portions had gone from, like, say, a whole plate to like this, very small
Hmm.
portion.
Yeah.
I was not mad at it. I kind of took to it pretty well, you know. And I certainly did not miss, the back pain and the, struggling to get places. It was like liberating as well. It was a good process. I actually, if I had to do it again, I would do it again. So
I mean, I'm so glad that that you own the whole thing. Some people might be like, "Oh no, but why? Just love yourself." Okay, I love myself enough to get this gastric sleeve, because I know it's gonna help me, and I'm gonna do whatever
mhm,
it takes to get myself to a shape where I can love myself even more. Because it's not like you didn't love yourself before, you know. So that's just so empowering, so empowering. Is Gata having any more children?
I hope. I
Really?
hope.
You want more?
Yes, I do. I do. Somebody's got to carry on the Negra Moore name.
Oh
So,
my goodness. Okay, so we're looking for more children.
yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's a surprise for me, because I will be like, I got three already. I'm done.
No, I'd be good with at least one, maybe two more. Two at once would be nice.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So we need to get to the more delicious, nasties and delicious action.
Mhm. All the time.
Do you consider yourself a toxic person? Or do you think you have just some toxic traits, and how do you handle them?
My toxic trait, I believe, is withdrawing when, it gets hard. That's one of the things I had trouble letting go of. I won't engage in, like, conversation. That's one of my toxic traits. I know that it doesn't help things, to just kind of withdraw and, like, isolate and not, do or say anything. But sometimes you need that moment to kind of collect yourself and your thoughts, and, you know, figure out what you're going to do or say next.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I can get overwhelmed and it'll just hit me. And it's like, okay, I need to step back and just be alone for a minute. That's
Hmm.
one. I think another toxic trait I have is I have subscribed to the whole Virgo. I am very critical of everything. you know, critic. I mean, I just like, oh no, 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 you know, I don't necessarily like that, but it is who I am, you know. And the thing about being critical is that if you know how to be tactful, you know, because a lot of people don't, they're not tactful. A lot of people confuse tact and sugarcoating. It's not the same thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you're gonna say, but say it like you got some goddamn sense, you know.
Yes.
At least that
Yes.
much, you know. You don't want to, it's not about not necessarily hurting anybody's feelings, because some people would just be like, hey, I'm blunt, that's what I said what I said. Okay, yeah, but is it constructive? You know, are you helping the person that you might be criticizing? You know,
Yeah.
it's not just applied hate, you know. You're just like, maybe not that, you know. Some people are like
I
that.
think that's the biggest struggle is when that criticism is self, when you are self-critic to the
That
point.
too. That's
Yeah.
the thing. I am my own worst critic, definitely. I own that.
And sometimes that
Own that.
sometimes that turns into analysis paralysis because you're analyzing stuff so much that then you don't really get anything done because you're caught up
Right.
in the criticism.
Right. That happens, you know, and you're just like deer in headlights, right? You know,
Yeah.
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 So you have to kind of avoid that. You know, sometimes it's less like you have to feel it and just do it anyway, you know,
Yeah.
whatever it is, you know, what.
So what's next for Gata? What's coming next? What's coming next other than having more kids?
I think there's a single coming up soon. Released under I'm under a label called Kawaii Kunai.
Hmm.
They're a niche label. They cater to, it's like nerdy. What do you say? Nerdy music for nerdy weebs.
Oh,
Weebs.
I love it.
So I'm one of the artists on the label. I've already released a few things under that banner, and I think there's something new coming down the pipeline later next month. So that should be on Spotify, on my channel there, and everywhere else. So
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Talk to us about your shoes. You have a shoe line.
right, I do. It's a Nyan Vita shoe line. It's through a company called Alive Shoes. They're out of Italy. They basically custom make or hand make each shoe.
Wow.
I have, I think, at least three, no, four designs on the store now, and it was just fun to sit there and create and make the shoes. You know, they
That's so
come.
beautiful. So how can people purchase your shoes? Like how can people find your store?
They can find it, like, if you're on Instagram, the link is in my bio. Up to my
Okay.
website. It's on my website. The shoes are there. Um, yeah, that's pretty much the gatanegra.net is my website. And you can
Okay.
find the stuff there. Uh,
Negra with double R for those
yeah,
people.
because girl.
Grrra, okay? She's
Right.
negra.
Exactly.
Yes. Oh my God, Gata. It's been so beautiful to have you. If you could give your younger self an advice when it comes to your sex life,
Okay.
sexuality and expression of sexuality, what would that be?
Okay. My younger self in particular, I would say, don't feel like it's your fault, you know, that you have this goddess energy, you know.
Mm,
Didn't know what to call it at the time. Other people had other names for it, but my sacral chakra is just all over the place. I would just be like, look, don't feel embarrassed by it. Embrace this. Be who you are. You know, you
wow.
they want you, they want you. You know, just use your discretion and don't feel like you're obligated to do anything with anybody, no matter how much pressure they put on you.
Wow.
That's what I would say, you know.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So I'm pretty sure you give those that advice to your daughter now, so
Of
that
course.
she doesn't make the mistakes. You know, sometimes we live and we learn. I don't even call them mistakes. It's just experiences.
Mm-hmm.
It's experiences. But Gata, thank you so much.
Thank you, madre.
Thank you. This was amazing. A little bit deeper into Gata's life. You know, all in your business, all in your bed sheets.
Hey,
It
bitch.
is what it is, right?
Mhm.
But thank you so much. Thank you for saying yes. And I just declare and pray that you are extremely successful because you deserve it. You have this beautiful aura to you. You have, I mean, the work you're doing just by being yourself, how many people you're inspiring, even if you don't realize that you're doing it. You
Mhm.
know, that's honorable. That's honorable.
Thank you.
And thank you.
I
Thank you,
really.
thank you, thank you.
That
Much love to you. And I'll see you soon. Well, you know, we always seeing each other on the internet
is true.
streets. We always on these internet streets, okay?
Mhm. All
So
over.
I know. Thank you so much. So just tell
Thank
the
you
people
for
one more
having me.
time where they can find you, and by what names and stuff, so that they can go ahead and enjoy your beautiful music, your shoes, all your stuff.
Okay, the Gata Negra everywhere. Tha Gata Negra with underscores on Instagram. The only place that the name is different is on Twitter. Go Mubari. But there's a link in my bio on Instagram, so you find me just about everywhere.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And this is an amazing, beautiful Black Goddess cosplayer. And it's been my honor to bring her to you guys to Sweet Papillon. And remember, as I say always, stay sweet.
Stay
As long as
sweet.
you stay sweet, we're good. Gata, my love.